Now is not a good time for visitors. Good morning! Welcome to Eternally Awkward. I'm Penny. Today we're going to be trying out Jamsu, which is a Korean beauty hack to keep your makeup long lasting, locked in, and your skin looking poreless, and apparently keep your oils at bay if you have oily skin. So because I don't want to destroy everything in my room, my camera, my laptop, you are in my living room today, where hopefully I won't destroy everything in here as well with water. So the trick with Jamsu is that, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, the trick with that is you apply all your cream products first, like your foundation and concealer and eye primer, and then you lock it in with a very heavy powder, and then you dip your face in ice cold water for 30 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation and concealer, and then we'll go ahead and do that. So foundation and concealer have been applied. Now the next step in Jamsu is to apply a thick layer of powder. Now in traditional Jamsu it's baby powder, but baby powder's pretty much only ingredient apart from fragrance is talc, and I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of breathing in a known carcinogen. So there are two other options. One is using my traditional face powder, and the other is using cornstarch, which is the main ingredient in the alternative to talc baby powder. You can buy 100% cornstarch baby powder. It seems ridiculous to go and buy a baby powder made 100% of cornstarch when I just have that in the cupboard. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to apply my normal face powder to one half of my face, and then the other half of my face I'm going to just apply plain cornstarch straight from my cupboard that I normally use for baking. I figured that it would be interesting to see how that turns out, and also that you guys would probably be interested to see if you can just grab your cornstarch out of the cupboard and go ham. I'm going to start with my normal face powder. Now I've got to apply a really thick coating, so joy. So I'm going to apply this with a brush, as I find that it packs product on more densely, and I just won't bother tapping off any excess. And I'm just going to start. I'm just going to try and get this as even as possible. It looks about as even as I'm going to get it. So now I'm going to swirl off any excess powder on this brush, and I am going to pick up my container of cornstarch. I'm just going to go. I can't believe I vacuumed my floor for this. Not worth it. There's one thing I will say about the cornstarch is it's way harder to get like a really thick, even coverage. Oh, look at my eyebrow. How hard is that? Yeah. But I really want it to be the same level of powder as I've got on the other side of my face. Just doesn't want to stay on, it kind of wants to blend in. I don't know, I wonder if I use a sponge, if that will make any difference. Oh, there we go. There we go. Cornstarch requires a sponge to create that kind of coverage. I'm going to show you guys a close-up once I have dipped my face in the water. See if this is actually going to turn into a cakey mess, because I've seen a lot of videos and they're like, yeah, it really works, but the camera's ages away, and it looks, even from ages away, it kind of looks thick. It's going all through my hair. There's nothing I can do to stop that. Alright. See, now this side of my face looks undercovered. Maybe I should go in with a sponge on that side too. I feel like this is getting out of control very fast. Can you imagine opening the door like this and trying to explain yourself? Oh, I'm just doing my daily makeup routine. I may regret doing two different powders. We're about to find out. So I'm just going to grab my bowl of water. So I didn't have any ice cubes, but what I did have was ice packs. So I put a couple of my ice packs in the water to make the water super cold. And I've grabbed a very, very large bowl, because if there's Not being critical. If there's one thing I've noticed about other people doing this is that they always choose a bowl that is too small and end up either not doing their entire face or squishing their nose against the bottom. So I didn't want to do that. Now, you're meant to do this, dunk your face in and do it for 30 seconds. So I'm going to put a timer on. So now apparently I am meant to gently towel dry my face and then apply makeup as usual. It looks like I've missed some wee bits here. Oh. So, okay, now that it's drying, still have heaps of powder on this side. And just wiping my face then, it just removed all my foundation. And the same on the side of my nose. Okay, seriously wasn't expecting this to happen. Help! I wonder if it'll blend away with the damp. That's really not working. I don't know what to do. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to go and remove all this, and then I'm going to try again with a lighter coverage of just my normal face powder, because the cornstarch has gone patchy and just sort of come off. I'm going to go and remove it all and try again. My hair looks so on point right now. Alright, so I've done my concealer and my foundation again. And I have brought in my usual flat top brush that I usually apply powder with. There is a chance that this only works with baby powder, in which case I'm not interested, because I have no desire to cover my face in a known carcinogenic. Beauty might be pain, but it certainly shouldn't be death. A much lighter, more even layer of powder this time. Whew. Here we go, another 30 seconds. I've definitely done more fun things in my time. Let's pat this one dry. Right, so it's caked and come off my nose again, and I definitely know my nose wasn't touching the bottom of that. Got that whiteness coming through yet again. I've caked up big time around my nose. That powdery look is going away from pressing it in with a wet damp blending sponge. But I thought the whole point of dipping your face in ice cold water was to get rid of it that way. I'm still leaking. I'm going to go and finish up the rest of my makeup and see how it looks. I'll be back to check in shortly. My camera battery died, so the makeup's been on for about an hour now. I will give it points for minimizing the pores around my nose. I'll zoom you in a second and point that out. It kind of looks cakey and a bit heavy on my skin in some areas. It looks like it's already wearing off around my chin. My eyelashes are super clumpy today with that powder being set on them. Trying to comb it out was near on impossible, so I've got quite clumpy lashes today. I'll zoom you in now so you can see what I'm talking about. My nose is all separated and cakey, but as you can see in here, like, it definitely has minimized pores around here, not so much on my nose where it seems to have all sunk in. Patched off here around my chin, so not covering my breakouts here. Kind of patchy around here as well. Patchy here, patchy here, patchy here. So yeah, overall just not the best makeup day for me. This might work for some people, but I don't know how they make that happen. This is like water marbling for nails. You have to be a witch to make it succeed. I'll let you know in the down bar if it managed to control my oils at all. So this is a massive fail for me. I don't know if it's something that you could get better with practice, but it's certainly not something that I am keen to try again. I think I'll just stick to applying foundation, adding a light layer of powder setter, and going from there. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.